Almost 50 Bentley cars from the past 100 years arrived in Cromwell for Labour weekend. The tour across New Zealand is to mark the 100th anniversary of the first Bentley coming off the production line in 1919.
And in order to celebrate it, we're running a tour, 3-week tour, right through the country, starting Auckland, and we will finish in Ashburton in 1 week's time.
While staying in Cromwell, the drivers got to enjoy a few guided laps of the local Highlands Motorsport Park under the guidance of pro driver Andrew Waite.
Shouldn't get lost out there, but there is 28 different ways the track does go. It's a pretty cool thing for them to be able to come out to Highlands and have a bit of a play around. So yeah, it's nice to see some smiles, and we haven't even got out there yet. Despite the stately pace around the track, 90 years ago, Bentleys were known as formidable racing cars.
The heritage is in the 20s. Bentley built the cars, they raced in Le Mans, they won Le Mans over a number of years. Today they're known as high-performance racing cars, but also good driving cars.
Bentley is one of the few car brands still producing cars since motor vehicles first came into their own 100 years ago.
The face of Bentley is changing, and the new experimental car, which has just been released in the UK, is an electric car, and that will be an almighty machine if it comes into production.
Sticking together, the 49 car owners could sometimes help each other out with mechanical issues. However, Mike Dalton's problems with his classic Bentley were too troublesome for him to continue the tour.
It's one thing about being in a group of drivers. If you have a problem, then if you can't solve it, then obviously somebody else may be able to, or may know someone who can. Unfortunately, the petrol tank has started leaking, just a little tiny dribble, but obviously I can't go any further with it in that condition. The car's 85 years old. The petrol tank's 50 years old. I had the car thoroughly checked by a specialist before I left Masterton, but you can't cover every eventuality, and if you have a car of this age, this is what happens, I'm afraid.
Following their sojourn in Cromwell, the Bentleys were set to head on to Invercargill before finishing their tour at Ashburton. In Cromwell, the South Today.